Now, if you're here because the title offends you, stay tuned. It gets worse. How's it going, people? Once again, it's your boy D1 Director, the Golden Eagles, back again with another video. Now, however, this has nothing to do with Call of Duty. We are going to talk about something completely out of the realm of what I normally talk about, and that is these Jake Paul sexual abuse allegations by Justine Paradise. Okay, now I don't even know where to start. Okay, but one, let's go ahead and say sexual assault, domestic violence, all of that, very serious issues in this day and age. Okay, and a lot of the problems we have is, you know, men get falsely accused by women, and immediately the woman is looked as the person who's right, and the man in particular is immediately castigated, and he is immediately guilty, period, no questions asked. So we can go and look ahead at some of these things that Justine said. Now, I'm not going to post anything from her video because I assume you've already seen it, so we're just going to go ahead and discuss exactly some of the things she said. So I'm going to be completely blunt, pull no words. Okay, the whole video Justine was trying to play on, oh, I'm the innocent little girl, I didn't know who Jake Paul was, but I knew who he was, and really pushed the little victim, innocent, manipulated by a big name, you know, narrative, you know, which completely bullshit. Because how is it your friend, quote unquote, Michael, that you've known for a while, sends you an invite to come to Jake Paul's house, but doesn't tell you, hey, I regularly hang out with Jake Paul in his studio and record music, as if you did not know.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit.
But let's go ahead and let's go ahead and accept that for what it is. However, as we're, you know, listening to her testimony here, she is repeatedly, you know, trying to make Jake Paul out to be some weird guy. Oh, he was texting me instead of just talking to me while I was there. And first of all, you said you didn't really know who the guy was, but then you later said he was cute, you did want to kiss him, and then you also say he did in fact speak to you. That's how he got your number in the first place. He told you your hair was nice, asked for your number, you gave your number up, and you know, y'all begin texting from there. So obviously he had no problem talking to you face to face. The fact of the matter was, whatever y'all conversation was, he wanted to keep private just between y'all. And I'm sure anybody who's listened to this, they have texted their friend while you guys are in the same room in the midst of, you know, a bunch of people are in a group. You would text your friend multiple times. I know I have. I wouldn't consider that weird, but again, this is her building the narrative on how Jake Paul is weird and socially awkward, and maybe he did this because he doesn't know how to talk to women, or whatever nonsense bullshit narrative she's trying to create. So let us get into why smart people do not believe Justine. One, she stated she had seen other women go into his room. That she was there. This was not the first time she was at his house. As she said, they went there multiple times, right? So she said she'd seen other women go into his room. He took them back there. They were just throwing themselves at him. She said she knew that, okay? So when she said that he took me to his room and I was okay with it because I'd been in other people's room, and earlier she was saying that, you know, him texting her while he was there in the same room was middle schoolish. This is not middle school, girl. What do you think he's taking you to his room to do? He could have taken you anywhere else, but he took you to his room. You've seen other women go into his room, so you knew what his intent was. Don't play with my fucking sensibilities. Don't play with my intelligence.
stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
You stated you want to kiss him because quote unquote is cute. But once again, didn't you say you didn't really watch his videos? You didn't really know who he was, but you just kind of knew him because you seen his faces on books over there. So you telling me you went to this guy's house a couple times, he told you your hair was nice, got your number, y'all text, hey, blase blase, hey, come over, we're doing this, and also you just wanted to make out with this guy? Really? Do I look like an idiot like I was born yesterday? However, again, you said you want to kiss him, so that implies you had sexual intent or attraction towards him. Okay, let's continue. 3, you said you again, this is her playing on the victim innocent mentality. Oh, how she views sex as you know, special, but sure, okay, great, let's not contest that. However, okay, again, you said you seen women go into his room, so you knew he is not celibate, you knew he is not a virgin, you knew all that, but you decided, hey, yeah, I do want to kiss this guy, and when I tell him no, he's gonna listen to me because I know not to push his boundaries. So again, hey, fair enough, I can respect that. Let's agree with that. So you said y'all were kissing. When he tried to put his hands, you know, down under, you would move them, continue kissing. He tried to put your hands on his down under, you would move it, but y'all keep kissing. And then you said he eventually got frustrated and was saying, what's the point? Okay, if nothing's gonna happen, what's the point? I completely agree with him when you said we could just be, whatever happened to being friends? We could just be friends that kiss.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What? What's the point? Literally, I would have said the same thing. I would have been like, what? If nothing's gonna happen, what's the point? Why I need to be your friend and we kiss if nothing's gonna happen? What kind of weird middle school mentality is that? Okay, so again, 4, you said if his intent was to fuck and he knew he wasn't going to get it, he should have told you to leave, or he could have left. But it's his room, his house. You knew what his intent was. You said no. If you knew he wanted to fuck, you didn't want to fuck, you should have said I'm leaving. What do you say? This is not me trying to, somebody can say, oh, you're victim blaming. But however, again, if you're in a situation you don't want to be in, he wasn't threatening you, he wasn't holding you down, the door wasn't locked, you could have left that situation, but you chose to stay. Okay, so you knew his intent, but you didn't want to leave out of that area. Grow up. Okay. 5, again, you said he said what's the point? Then he got up and pulled his pants down and shoved his dick into your mouth. Do you think we are fucking stupid? What? Where at what point stop the cap? How did it escalate? How? So you said you were kissing, he tried to, you know, whatever, have sex with you, you said no. He got up, said if nothing's gonna happen, what's the point? Pulled his pants down, grabbed your head and shoved his dick into your mouth.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Okay, here's what I believe happened as I'm a grown-ass adult with common sense. So as you said, he stood up and said if nothing's going to happen, what's the point? And upon hearing that, you, as you stated, realized you look like a basic tease. You sat there looking dumb, so some words were probably said regarding other things. He pulled his pants down and you put the dick in your mouth. You were most likely given mediocre head, so he grabbed your head and made sure it was that Gawk 3000, which is normal for a grown, read that as experienced folk. However, this came as a fucking shock to you because as you stated, you're not really about that life and you don't have that much experience, and now you want to slander this dude's name because you weren't ready for that advanced level of head. Okay, so again, let's go back to what you are accusing this man of. You're not accusing him of sexual assault. Somebody forcing your head, forcing their dick into your mouth is not sexual assault. That is oral sodomy, oral rape. So if you're gonna accuse this man of sexual assault would have been him grabbing your butt, or doing what Trump say, grabbing her by the pussy. That would have been sexual assault. Grabbing your titties and you're like saying no, that's sexual assault. But you claim that this man stood up, pulled his pants down, grabbed your head and shoved his dick into your mouth. That is oral rape. Okay, so say it what it is. So you claim this man did this. However, you didn't say nothing about you struggling. You didn't say nothing about feeling fear, which would cause you to decide to let him do it. Okay, you didn't say he was forcing you. Come on now. So
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
here's where the story doesn't add up. You said he stood up, pulled his pants down, and grabbed your head with both hands and forced his dick into your mouth. A, at what point in time did your face get near his fucking crotch? Because as you stated, y'all were on the bed kissing and feeling on each other, right? So he stood up, pulled his pants down, and what'd he do? Jump on top of you? So B, again, you stated he grabbed your head with both hands as he shoved his dick into your mouth without your permission. Again, at what point in time did your mouth open? A foreign object forcefully enters your mouth and you forgot you had teeth? You didn't struggle? Your hands no longer existed? You couldn't move your head? Okay. 2, you then claimed he was on top of you, face fucking you. What? Do you think we are virgins? What kind of weird porn shit was that? So he was squatting above your face, holding your head with both hands, thrusting, and you couldn't do anything. You couldn't wiggle away. You couldn't kick. You couldn't turn your head. You had no hands? What? I'm confused. Okay. Then you had the audacity to play his manhood at the same time and say it was a little over 20 seconds long, 30 seconds long. I'm dead at that. So he was hard fucking your face for 20 to 30 seconds and you magically couldn't turn your head, you couldn't scream, couldn't use your hands, legs, nothing. You was just a dead fish watching it happen. And then you say he nutted in your mouth, and what, did you spit? Did you throw up? You probably swallowed it. So you're telling me somebody forcefully entered your mouth with their penis, came into your mouth, and you didn't throw the shit up? Because that would have been fucking traumatic if somebody nutted in my mouth and I was not. You what? Come on now, stop the cap. Okay, do you realize what you're describing? This is a real insult to women who've actually experienced force or penetration. This is also an insult to people's intelligence, period, and anyone who believes this depiction of events needs to deal with their own trauma and actually look at what you are saying, Justine Paradise, because it is full of bullshit. Then you said afterwards he cuddled with you for a little bit. How did he cuddle with you a little bit? So he forcefully is holding your head, fucking your face as you said, okay? Then he nuts in your mouth, you swallowed, and then he adjusts himself and lie down beside you and put his arm around you. What the fuck are we even talking about? How did you sit here for 20 minutes and say that and not feel like you was lying? And you said it with a straight face. However, I've known a woman who've been sexually assaulted. No, let's not even say sexually assaulted. Who've been raped, because what you're saying is he raped your mouth. Okay, and nobody who's been raped is gonna say yes, he was face fucking me. That's not. You would say he raped me. Okay, you didn't say he raped me. You said he sexually assaulted me. You said he grabbed my head and forcefully put his dick in my mouth. And you did nothing. You think we are born yesterday. Come on now. I'm not even. Nah, that's straight
Cap.
Now with the album out, are you paying attention?
Stop the cap. I don't know who put you up to it or what you're hoping to gain, but it's bullshit. And I'm sorry if anybody else who believes her for whatever reason, please look at what this woman is saying again, because I'm at that age where I have had multiple sexual encounters. Okay, I've had that Gawk 3000. I've had some good experiences. And you're not gonna tell me that somebody forcefully put their dick in your mouth. You didn't try to bite. You didn't try to put your mouth so he was grinding against teeth and had a cut up dick. You didn't say he forced you with a gun, held you down with a knife. You didn't say he threatened you. You didn't say none of that. And then on top of that, you went and said that you went back and you were texting him not just once, multiple days, because you wanted to discuss the issue. But why didn't you say something to him through text and say, hey, I don't appreciate what happened that night? Show us that text of you describing what happened that night to him. Okay, I'm not even gonna go with the other information out there that's showing that the texts are altered and that he wasn't in. I'm going by your word that you did get invited to the house. Jake was there. You guys were in the room. I'm saying this man did not forcefully put his dick in your mouth. I'm saying you decided to put that dick in your mouth, and then when he decided to take advantage of that opportunity and give you that long, strong out 3000, make sure you gave it to him. You weren't expecting that. And then when he was a douchebag to you afterwards and decided to ignore you, that's when you now felt offended. And then because you did sign that NDA, you couldn't speak about anything that happened at the house until, you know, at least a year. So that's why you're now saying something, right? So people, again, like I said earlier, sexual assault rate, very serious allegations towards whether it be a man or a woman, okay, especially in this culture that we're in today. And people need to be careful with who they deal with, as well as with what they say towards other people, because this is something that can end somebody's career, put somebody in jail, cause somebody to lose money. And people are just out here willy-nilly saying such and such raped me, and then normally because it's a woman saying something against a man, people instantly believe the woman as if women can't lie, okay? Whereas if all guys are just trying to rape females, especially someone who has millions of dollars, and women are just throwing themselves at him, and you are saying you're so special that he decided he must take your oral sex by force. Man, stop the cap, people, stop the cap. Okay, so that's my take on it. Again, everything I said in this video is my opinion, and until there have been some proof and facts, actual proof and facts that this actually happened, I want to stand by what I said and say she's full of shit, and we shouldn't trust her as far as we can throw her. Because come on now, Jake's about to have about to have a fight pay-per-view, make a couple $1 million in the next couple days, and all of a sudden some random allegation that he sexually assaulted somebody. Oh, what timing, how perfect. Okay, so all I'm saying, Justine, maybe you need to go do some soul searching, look deep inside of what you got going on in your heart and figure it out, because this was not the move. We don't believe you, not one bit. Okay, smart people don't believe you. Okay, other people who are thinking with their emotions will side with you, while others will be like, wait a minute, who are you? Oh wait, hold on. As I know the rage is building in the comment sections, before I go, I am not saying that you cannot be sexually assaulted orally, okay, that nobody can force themselves into your mouth. I'm not saying that a woman cannot freeze up, okay, and, you know, allow things to happen, quote unquote. However, what I am saying, okay, is the way she described the events and how they happened are very implausible, as well as the way she spoke about the events and the things she said she did afterwards. I do not believe them whatsoever, okay? And I've already detailed it, but let me go ahead and say it once more again. There's no way in hell, unless with a gun to your head, a knife to your throat, or if you're tied up or you're in fear for your life, will you allow a man to forcefully stick his dick into your mouth and you do nothing. I don't care what's going on. If this person doesn't have a gun to your head, a knife to your throat, your family is not in danger of being hurt by this, or you're not being held against your will, there's no drugs involved, there's no alcohol involved, what are we talking about? So again, that's why, like I said, stop the cap. She put the dick in her mouth. If she was even there in the first place, if she had any type of sexual relation with Jake Paul, I would say this is how it happened. She put the dick in her mouth. She was giving some mediocre head. Jake Paul said, nah, I ain't having that since we're here. What's the point? Let me get that GOG 3000 while I'm here. Boom, did what he did. She wasn't ready for that type of experience, and now she feels she was sexually assaulted because he took, you know, quote unquote, advantage of the situation and got his. Okay, that's what I feel happened, because you're not gonna tell me that you and somebody else were kissing inside the room, feeling up on each other. He tried to, you know, touch your private area. You said no. He tried to make you touch his. You said no. He got up, said, if we're not gonna do anything, what's the point? You said, you didn't say you said anything, but you said to us, the listeners of your testimony, that why can't we be friends who kiss? Nonsense. But if you said that to him while he was there, I completely understand why he said, what's the point if nothing's gonna happen? If nothing's gonna happen, what's the point? Why would I be making out with you if we're not gonna do anything? Okay, then I'm sure other things perspired. Maybe you was sitting at the edge of the bed and he stood up and had put your hands to his penis and you were feeling on it, and then he probably talked you into sucking on the dick, and then, like I said, you're giving some weak sloppy toppy, and he said, nah, I'm about to get this because I'm here, and did what he had to do, as what grown folks do normally. Okay, for those of you who have had oral sex, you know what time it is, and you weren't ready for it, and now you're saying he sexually assaulted you. But again, pay attention to the language for people. She didn't say he raped her. He said he sexually assaulted her. So come on now, anything with penetration is rape. Sexual assault is, again, somebody grabbing you when you don't want it, touching you, etc., etc. Okay, or I would say rape is sexual assault, but with penetration. So if you're saying somebody forcefully penetrated you, whether it be anal, vaginally, or oral, that is rape. That is what that is, not just sexual assault. So pay attention and let's be real what we're saying here, people.
Enemy contact. Enemy taking out. Now, CT. Enemy has A.